Hey, what's going on, dudes? My name is Pat, and welcome back to another video, and today we are checking out 7 things you did not know about me that are embarrassing. So, a couple weeks ago, I made a video, 10 things you didn't know about me, and you guys seem to love it. I mentioned that I would probably do an embarrassing version. I came up with a list, things you don't know about me that are pretty embarrassing, and some of them are actually just pretty weird. So I think this is going to be cool. I think you guys are going to really enjoy this one. Hey guys, if you are new to the channel, definitely smash that subscribe button, leave a comment down below, let me know you subscribed, and I'll comment to as many of you as I possibly can, because I truly appreciate all the support on the channel, guys. It's been amazing. Feel free to join us on our journey to 10 million. But yeah, I've got a list right here. I might do a Jen version. Hers is actually really hard. I'm struggling to think of 7 things that are embarrassing. But here we go. Number 7. I cannot listen to people chew. It's been like this, not even my whole life. It's been like this probably for the last 10 years. When people are like smacking their lips when they're eating, they're like... It drives me absolutely insane. Like, I don't know what it is, but it just drives me crazy. It, like, actually makes me mad, which is just weird. Like I said, it might not be embarrassing. Some of these are kind of weird, and some are pretty embarrassing. I'm probably going to regret making this video, actually, guys. But, yeah, it drives me crazy, and I actually looked this up online, and there is a disorder. I don't know if I'm going to say this right. Misophonia. It's like the hate of sounds, like specific sounds bother certain people, and apparently it's really common to hate people chewing. So guys, if you're watching this video and you can't stand it at the dinner table when someone is chewing, you're not alone. I'm with you. And it's horrible. I really can't stand it. It's so bad. Number 6, I absolutely hate eggs. Everybody I know loves eggs. I can't stand it. The smell, just looking at them. I'm scared of eggs. I am scared of eggs. Keep eggs away from me. I don't know, my entire life, whenever I smelled an egg, it is almost impossible for me not to gag. Like, I don't know what it is when they're cooking. I've never smelled anything so horrible in my life, which is kind of embarrassing considering everybody loves eggs, and apparently they must smell good, but they smell like death. I don't know what it is, guys. It drives me, it's another thing that just drives me crazy. I cannot stand it. I remember when I was in school and they had like a special breakfast and I was stuck in the cafeteria and there was the smell of eggs everywhere. I'm sure I'm not alone. I'm sure there's at least 1 out of 1,000 of you guys watching that feel the same way as me, and I'm just like, I'm just trying to hold it in. I don't know what's going on. It's absolutely the weirdest thing ever, but I am practically scared of eggs. I would run away if there was eggs near me. I'm not even joking with you guys. Alright guys, this is where things get weird. Number 5 on the list. This is something you've probably never seen anyone do in your entire life, but it's something I've done since I was a little kid. I actually always wear shorts. And other people actually find it embarrassing. My mom finds it so embarrassing. She's like, I am not going with you if you're going to be wearing shorts. Because I did live in Connecticut, that's probably important. I grew up in Connecticut, wore shorts my entire life. When I went to school, elementary school, middle school, high school, college, there wasn't one day where I wore long pants. I'm so much more comfortable in shorts. I don't know what it is. It's 2 degrees outside, I wear shorts, and then I run inside because it's cold outside. But guys, seriously, I'm not even joking about this at all. This is interesting. When I was in middle school, I remember I had to go to a formal, you know, like a dance. You know, I had a date for the dance, and I had to get pants. And I went with my mom, you know, to try on pants, 'cause I was young. I couldn't drive there. I was probably like 13 years old. And I put on pants for like the first time in my life. And my legs got all red. They like almost broke out in hives because my legs, they couldn't take having a material on them. I don't know what it is. A lot of people find this really embarrassing about me. Jen doesn't anymore, but I think she did when we first met, and we'd go somewhere and be like 12 degrees outside. I'd be like, you know, let me get my shorts real quick. But this is one thing my family's been so embarrassed about, and I don't find it embarrassing. Maybe there's 1 or 2 of you in the comments that do the same thing. Maybe you wear shorts all year round. You probably live in Florida and not Connecticut, but it would be really cool if one of you guys left a comment and let me know. Also, guys, you're probably thinking I wore sleeveless shirts my entire life too, but that one is actually not true. I pretty much do at this point in my life, but I didn't start wearing sleeveless shirts until I was in middle school when I started lifting weights. But before that, I just wore short sleeve shirts, a very rare long sleeve shirt. At this point, I don't even own any of those. To be honest, when me and Jen got married, I wanted to wear a sleeveless tux, but my mother would not allow that to happen. Apparently, it was very important for her, for me to look nice, and a sleeveless tux, I think it looks nice. Other people, I guess they disagree with that. Number 4 on the list, this one is probably the most embarrassing for me, but to be honest, guys, it's nothing to be ashamed of. But, all right, here we go. This is one, the funny thing is, I thought of leaving this one out of the video and just not telling you guys. I was like, you know what? I'll just skip that one. But I'm not doing it because I'm sure there's a lot of people like me out there. So, basically, I watch a lot of movies with Jen, and on occasion there might be a sad ending, and my eyes might get, you know, a little bit teary-eyed. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I just, you know, get a little emotional, which is completely normal. And it's actually funny, because last week, I was on the phone with my mom and dad, and my mom, the first thing she said is that they were watching a movie last night, and that my dad started crying, and he's like, no, that didn't happen. You are lying. That did not happen. It's so funny because it reminded me of me, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are like this, but my entire life, I don't ever remember getting emotional during a movie. Maybe I'm getting old. I don't know what's happening, but apparently it makes me sad when horrible things happen in the movies at this point, but I'm not crying. I'm not. Don't you say I am. Don't you comment it. Delete that comment right now. Number 3 is super embarrassing. So, a long time ago, guys, I know I mentioned I was not comfortable in front of the camera recording YouTube videos. And because of this, I was so self-conscious about what I was saying, if the video was good, if the video was bad. And honestly, I still feel this way all the time, like, wait, was this video awful? Maybe I should just record it again. But I try not to do that anymore. A long time ago, let me tell you guys, I'm saying probably 2014, so at this point, since it's almost 2017, almost 3 years ago, I would redo videos all the time. I would redo intros. I'd be like, oh, that intro sounded stupid. It was ridiculous. I truly hope there are no YouTubers out there that are quite as bad as I was. I would redo them. I would spend like 8 hours making a video, and it was horrible because I was like embarrassed. Oh, the video's not good enough. Or my intro, my voice sounded weird. And because of this, I've actually listened back to some of my old videos. The intro sounded so strange because I kept redoing it. You couldn't even understand some of the words I was saying. I was like, "How's Scout guys?" It just sounded so weird because I was driving myself crazy at that point. And the funny thing is, my mom used to make fun of me all the time. I remember back then I used to do mob battles. You guys remember that famous series on my channel? And she would make fun of me. She still does on occasion. She's like, "Hey guys, it's Pat and welcome back to another mob battle." That's what she says to me. She says it because she would hear that over and over again. Because I'd say the intro 10 times in a row. I've said intros a lot, but I really try not to do things like that anymore. If a video's not going well, then I just record it the next day. Number 2 on the list is where things get a little bit weirder. So guys, this is actually, it's not embarrassing. The reason I'm putting this on the list is because it is so weird. And if you guys have anything that's a little bit odd about you, I don't want you to be embarrassed about it. It's really nothing. So, I'm gonna let you guys know right now. I have, dun dun dun. It's actually, I can't believe it's called this. It really doesn't look like it. I'm telling you guys right now. Alright, so my doctor told me when I was younger, I have a third nipple. I'm not joking. That is what it's called. But no, maybe I'll show you sometime. Maybe I'll make a real clickbait thumbnail for this and I'll show my stomach and my chest and I'll have like 97% of people can't spot the third nipple and there'll be like an arrow pointing. But no, it doesn't even look like a nipple. It's just like a little mark. It looks like, you know, like a birthmark or something. There's no third chest muscle growing over there or anything like that. It's kind of weird, but this is one strange thing I have about myself. No one would ever know. No one's ever noticed it, so it's really not obvious at all unless I was like, yo man, come here, look at that. You see that? And they're like, no, that's my nipple. You want to touch it? So, that is a pretty weird thing about me. Jen actually has one weird thing about her, too. And I think most people, maybe not most people, but maybe 1 out of 5 people has something a little bit strange about their body. Something that didn't come out perfectly right. Perhaps a third nipple or something like that. And I want you guys to know, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. No one actually really cares. And I also have this really huge birthmark on my leg. It looks like a coffee stain. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's actually cool to have these weird things on you. I don't know, guys, but I figured I'd throw it on the list because I'm sure there's other people that have things like it. Please tell me you have a third nipple too. Alright, we're on to number 1, guys, the best one on the list. And I blame YouTube for kind of ruining this one because we made the video reacting to the worst video we ever made. And YouTube, what it did, somehow it figured out to recommend that channel to you guys. Like, most people got to the channel, they said that YouTube actually recommended the old channel to them. So, guys, the truth is, I have a third very, very embarrassing channel on YouTube. I don't even know what I just said. I have a third embarrassing channel on YouTube called Dungeon Noob Adventure. I made this channel probably a few months after I started my original channel to post a couple of videos I just wasn't sure were good enough. And guys, consider how bad they must have been, because I only had a couple hundred subscribers at the time, and I was like, you know what? These are too bad for those couple hundred subscribers, so I'm going to put them over here. I'm going to see how they do. And the channel, it's a complete embarrassment. If you haven't seen reacting to the worst video we ever made, check it out. I made just such a bad video. It was so bad. I thought it was really funny though. And I have these other videos on that channel too. I have these World of Warcraft videos where I went through dungeons and I just tried to like troll people and act like I was so stupid. I thought it was really funny. There was no commentary in those videos, so you might find no interest in even watching them unless you've played the game. Then you might find it interesting. But these are some of the weirdest, worst videos I've ever created. I know a lot of people are mentioning this as well. I do have a second channel. So that one was I call that one the third one because there's almost nothing on it. I do have Pat vs. the World. Not really an embarrassing channel, just one where I had some challenges on at the time, which will not continue, guys. I do not know the password for either of those channels at this point. It's been probably 3 years since I've signed on them. But yeah, dudes, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I had a couple embarrassing things that I wanted to tell you guys about that you had no idea about you. I'm trying to open up, tell you a little bit more about myself, even if they're really weird things, like I hate people chewing, and I have extra nipples and stuff like that. But, you know, I figured I'd share it with you guys. Anyways, dudes, I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know you subscribed, and I will comment to you. But, guys, let me know in the comment in this if you would like to see an embarrassing version for Jen. So far, I've got 4 on the list. I'm working on it. I want at least 5 if I'm going to make a full video on it. But there's some good ones. She has something really weird about her that you guys don't know. Just like I have a third nipple, she has something. You would never know this. No one would ever know this. Do you want to find out? Then let me know down below. But anyways, guys, I will see you next time.